Jaja lead on Rodney King music. Cleanliness, Papa Josie. My eyes couldn't see the nasty. I wonder if the people them are nasty. Sometimes me feel like me living in a death. And all the people them are only no regret. They should have love it, touch the room and sweep the place. Remember cleanliness is godliness. And when they do it, they will chase the flies away. My God, I pray that they not live. There is a rubbish in the city a turn fly. A rubbish in the city a turn fly. A rubbish in the city and the city a turn fly. Hey.
Jalid.
A rubbish in the city a turn fly. A rubbish in the city a turn fly. There is a rubbish on the beach, and the beach is a turn flies. Hey.
The bitches not smell good, you know.
Makola, tell you the place I turn dump inside. Full of shit, tell you place I turn dump inside. Everywhere through town, circle to Medina, Kasoa to Kaneshi.
I want to talk to the producer of this song right here, this week, right now.
Big rats getting food and the price is contagious disease. And me surprise me people cannot see it. There is a rubbish in the city and the whole city they ma turn flies. There is a rubbish on the beach and the beach is all of them a smell bad.
The bitches are smell bad.
A rubbish in the city a turn fly. A rubbish in the city a turn fly. There is a rubbish on the beach and the beach is a turn flies. If we not change, ya rebe see me so say Corella Casey. Me double up, ya re no one share facey. And don't be whoop me so say clean your place. Oh, the open defecation. Jaja lead me so me say.
Jolly, you know.
Godliness is godliness.
Big tune.
Oh, godliness. And if you do it, you no regret.
No. No regret. Clean the place and live good. Listen. Time running, you know.
Time and tick.
Oh.
Time and tick. Oh. See the time and tick.
Up, Bubble Challenge. Pick up yourself. Hey, I'm hot job. Large job. Same way.
I'm talking stop the bitchification. Say. We are the reason for this situation.
We are the reason for what?
All of the coastal regions. I'm running. If we not change, ya really see me through a Corella Casey.
Come again. How you mean?
Jaja lead on Rodney King music. My eyes couldn't see them nasty. I wonder if the people them are nasty. Sometimes
I want them to people them nasty.
They should have love it, touch the room and sweep the place.
I tell ya.
Remember cleanliness is godliness. And when they do it, they will chase the flies away. My God, I pray that
Yes, where you man?
there is a rubbish in the city
a turn fly.
A rubbish in the city
a turn fly.
A rubbish in the city and the city a turn fly. Hey.
God.
Rubbish in the city a turn fly. A rubbish in the city.
Wow.
The city a turn fly.
I see. Come in again, man.
Oh, Makola, tell you the place I turn dump inside. Full of shit, tell you place I turn dump inside. Everywhere through town, circle to Medina, Kasoa through Kaneshi.
Why?
I see the flies running, coming to the place.
We covering the thing and hello.
It's contagious disease. People cannot see it. There is a
Surprise the people cannot see it.
They ma turn blind. There is a rubbish on the beach, and the beach is full of them a smell bad. A rubbish in the city a ten fly. A rubbish in the city a ten fly. There is a rubbish on the beach, and the beach is a ten flies.
Lord God.
If we not change,
Big tune, Rodney. Yo, oh, Rodney. What's happening, man? Yo, I keep adding you and then you keep turning up.
Network a mash up still, you know.
What?
Jana.
But I'm getting you clear. Oh, gosh. I'm gonna get you. Jano.
Yes, my general.
Rodney King.
Respect, general. What are you saying? He's good.
Everything good, my lad?
Respect that everything good, you know. We just in some little, you know, sadness mood, you know.
What happened?
One of our youth, you know, one of the talent I really discovered when I first came to England, a saxophonist, a very young saxophonist. It's called Colton Bryan. I want to say rest in peace, Colton Bryan, and I want to tell the whole Redditch people to hold a heart, you know, because this is a good. Last Wednesday we never heard anything good. He was stabbed to death, and it's so sad, you know. This is an artist that love Afrobeat. He's a white boy with his mixed race, but he's good. He was a talent. 22-year-old boy, Colton Bryan.
Wow, that's fresh, man.
Yeah, so the whole Redditch is mourning right now, and I want to dedicate this interview to his name because can you imagine, yesterday I was talking to some artists, to Jackie Morris in Ghana, and I was telling Jackie Morris that I got the right saxophonist for her to duet with, so that's why I was looking for his number, and I made a call and they told me he's dead.
Lord on fire. That's a big hit. That's gonna hit you like in the face, like, yo.
I've been in real mourning since yesterday night that I heard the news. It's not too good, you know. That's Colton Bryan. May he rest in peace. I want to show you him performing at BBC, a very big talent. That's him. That's him on the saxophone.
They can't do it like me. Pass me the MIC. R.I.P. to the next step. See who tries to enter the dance with me. Fam, it's Rodney, the castle when the bar on beats. Warlord never said the R.A.B. I'm a sawn off like a flawless bag of pool just goes away till I draw a palm in the white house. Lyrics of a vibe, the killer rhyme, the jump on the rhythm of the ride. I'm not joking, I'm not keeping the line. It's been a line, we're gone past to the different lines in the flow. Riding the flow, sipping and sliding. I'm so
You're good, man. You're that.
Yeah, 22-year-old. Yeah. So that's why we keep on telling the youth them to stay out of violence. You know, violence don't pay. You know, you just, and he's not a violent youth. No, this is an innocent, very good youth, uplifting youth who wants to do something for his life. He's been featured in very big projects right now in his life. He's really climbing, trying to do something for himself, and this kind of tragedy run him in his house. You know, so. Really down. This is nothing to smile about, but I'll tell the whole English youth them to stay away from the knife. Stay away from the knife crime.
To 1 pound in England right now, you know.
Yeah, man, that's the thing. You know.
I was talking to my brothers the other about 2 weeks ago, and then boom, one of my brother's son was stabbed in the thigh. He was stabbed in the thigh, you know. He was stabbed in the thigh.
This one was stabbed in the heart for 7 times. He's not done nothing wrong, you know.
They meant to kill him. They meant to kill him.
You know.
They meant to kill him. They stab you 7 times in the heart. That's killing, man. That's pure killing.
We say justice for Colton Bryan. That's how it looks. Anybody go on Colton Bryan's page and put an RIP. That's him. young
That's
youth.
right. Yo.
We wish him well. He should, you know, rest well in peace, you know. Yeah, but
That's right.
surely I had projects with him. I was reading the messages between me and him. You know, this guy, when Jupiter first came to London, he actually went to link them and he did a freestyle with Jupiter. He loves Jupiter like whoa. So he loves Afrobeat, you know. He's
Oh,
that.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
we've
somebody
lost.
you are in tune to work with must love Afrobeat, must love your thing. So once you're
Yes.
ready to work with him, that means it's up there with you.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
thing.
So without that, everything good and set,
Sad,
you know. Yeah.
yeah, sad. No, not too good, not too good news, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Channel.
Anyway, everything's good, bro. But well, I must say big respect. You know, I mean, last time I told you I was playing this tune,
Yes.
the demo version that you
Yeah.
not knowing it was you who sent it to me. I mean, when I spoke to you, you told me, "Oh, I sent it to you, Santino. I sent you 3 songs,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Wow, wow."
Yeah,
So,
man.
I mean, I played the tune and Jalid.
Yeah.
Somebody, enough man from Lingua Car to Awoli Brothers linked me up this and they were like, yo, me know the brother, Jalink, and they linked me up with him. So I had a chat with him. We had a
Yeah.
lovely chat. And I told him, oh, once the name mentioned in the song, right now I'm in link with you. We're doing a whole lot of things. So I'll speak to
That's
you.
it. That's
So I
it.
spoke to him again and he sent me the finished work. So today, even today on my Facebook page, I played it, you know. I
Yeah,
played
man.
it.
Yeah, man.
Let
So
them
good.
know that what I asked for, I've gotten it. But I've gotten the real thing right now. You know what I'm saying?
You
And
see,
not
you see.
knowing it was you. I mean, even the beginning of the song, he mentions Rodney King music. I'm like, wow.
Yes, Daddy.
So
You know,
tell me a little bit about that rhythm and how the whole thing came up.
yeah, that project is the big project. That's the project I started before I left Ghana. That was in 2017. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I did not really finish. I got a couple of artists to feature on them readings. You know, I got Samini, I got Osajifo, I got Jalid. But I was in England for, I think, a year, and I came back in November, and I did a couple of touches with it and put a couple of artists on it again. I put Conqueror on it. I think I put Papa Wastik. I put a couple of artists on it again and came back, you know, with the vision that we were going to clean it up, get the mastering right, because that rhythm was a rhythm from Sillyworks Discotheque. You know, Sillyworks Discotheque is a big label band in Germany. I work with the drummer, the CEO. That's Josie Big Finger. That's Gentleman's drummer. So every drums you hear in that rhythm is Josie. Yeah.
Oh, that's
So, like I said, Josie has an interest for African reggae, the whole African reggae industry, and for Ghana as one, because he loves Ghana. He always hear his friends come to Ghana and they enjoy every day, and he's like, Rodney, I can't wait to step in Ghana, but I'm not coming to Ghana without working with some proper reggae artists. So
yeah, that's right.
he wanted me to set the road so that by the time he comes in, we're ready to, you know, make it happen. So we did those songs and cleaning it, trying to do some paperwork. Like I'm saying, my sound is different. I'm not a producer that does song and want to come and release it on Facebook to show the world that this is what we're doing, Daddy. You know, I like to publish properly, which today's topic is basically going to be around that, because publishing
That's right.
in my thing, you know, because I started by just wanting to publish my songs, but getting into it deep, because I have a big catalog. You know, as I say I have a big catalog because I work with a lot of artists. So I was able
That's
to
right.
build a very big catalog for myself, but that is not enough for publishing. If you're getting into publishing as a full-time job, that you need a lot of music in your catalog. So
All right,
I
we're going to
saw,
go into that whole publishing set proper. We're going to take it from the beginning proper. But
that's what,
we're still on that rhythm there. So
yeah.
what happened? What happened to all the artists that you mentioned? What you put on the radio? You mentioned Samini. You mentioned Conqueror. You mentioned Osajifo. You mentioned a whole lot of things.
I have all of them on my, you know, bench, my mixing bench. and
That's
I'm
right.
working towards it because basically we were with Samini. We were trying to, before the Untamed album, the plan was to do an album with Silly Walks before he went to the States and met Loud City City Music, and they gave him a deal to record a live album basically. And he called me and told me, Rodney, we have scheduled to do this in Germany, but I've met these guys in the States and I think they're very good and they're ready. Like, he couldn't leave the States and go to Germany. It was going to delay the album and all that. So he just asked me to send the files of a single out of that album, because it's a whole album I'm building for Samini with Silly Walk. So he just picked up a single and featured it on the Untamed album. So Samini's one version is come out on the Untamed, but not that same rhythm. The rhythm Jalid is riding on is called that is the whoa, let me say. I think it has a name of when I remember I'll tell you. But the One Soul rhythm is what Samini put on his album, and Stoneboy also put it on his album. But this very one, I have Samini on it, like I said. I have Jalid and Osajifo. They done their verses, and I'm looking at getting other international acts. I think I have Jawais and Gold Teeth also on the same rhythm, which I have here now. Yeah, so I did a whole lot of work on it, and because I did not have too much. I spent only 4 months in Ghana when I was in Ghana, so I did not really have time to clean them. I was just recording them, so when I come over, I can really have time to clean them and push it out. But Jalid had some work going on because he had to revoice his own and stuff. He wanted to put some harmonies, like he told me. So he has that work also that he was able to send to you. So we're ready to release anyway, because like I'm saying, the reason why I never put anything out on it was the patent. I wanted, because these works are very expensive.
All right, now let's go into the real reason why I wanted to speak to you.
Yeah,
we all know you as a music producer, sound person, management, and all of that. Now you've educated yourself on a different level in the same music industry.
Yeah.
If we talk about patenting, but before we even get to patenting, you call yourself a publisher now. You are a publisher now. Yeah. What does the publisher do, and what is your job description as a publisher?
Okay, the publisher's work is to just publish a finished material, whether be video, audio, visual, writing, you know. So what the publisher does is we put the music out there and collect on behalf of the artist, because most of the times these artists don't know the channels to promote their music, or how to collect from the bodies that play their music. So it's like
we collect royalties.
We collect royalties on behalf of the artist, royalties and sales from distribution and everything for the artist, depending on the kind of publishing contract the artists have with the publisher. So we have types of publishing deals. We have the co-publishing. That is a partnership 50-50, which is common in the music industry. Everybody practices it, like publisher, artist, 50-50. And we have the admin publishing, which the artist owns all his rights, but still the publisher works, places the music, does the music placement, and does the collection on behalf of the artist. But now the publisher is not paid 50% because the artist is paying for all his services. You get me?
That's right.
So that one is within the industry is between 10 to 20, 25%. Some go up to 30%. It's not a 50-50 like the co-publishing deal. So there are two types of publishing deals. You know, that
let's talk a little about the differences.
Okay.
If you are getting 50-50, what benefits if you're not getting 50-50, what are the difference?
Yeah, if you're doing 50-50, you see now in publishing, there is a part that is in the stores. When we're dealing with the stores, you're talking about distribution. That is where your music is being distributed to iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, YouTube, and all the sales points, right? And that revenue that comes from there is sales revenue. So that goes, depending on the contract the artist has with his team, that is his musicians he created the songs with. Maybe he paid these producers or promised the producers to give them a percentage out of the sales and patent, right?
That's
so
right.
we get these before you bring your music to the table. We ask you what contracts you have with your producers. But whatever contract you have with your producers, so far as you have the finished material, that is your 50 on the co-production deal.
That's right.
That is your 50. So, for instance, if it is, for instance, I'm making an example. It's a Stonebwoy featuring Samini on a tune, and Jam Master J produced it. These are 3 creators. They are all composers.
Right.
Jam Master J is a composer because he composed the beat. That's the first. Stonebwoy wrote his lyrics, who is a writer, and composed a rhythm on the beat, right? So he also becomes a writer and a composer. That's what Stonebwoy becomes. Samini also writes his lyrics and composes a rhythm and put on the beat. He also becomes a composer and a writer. So now,
that's right.
Right in the studio, there must be an agreement to how much percentage is going to the artist you're featuring and the producer. So when the mutual agreement is being met, normally here in the UK, it's easy. When they finish the track, sometimes you even don't expect to feature a producer on the song, but whilst you're in the studio, the producer tells you, oh, take Ama out, put Kweku, Kweku. Kweku becomes a punchline. Then the producer now becomes part of the writing, right? So he can, and producer can become a writer also there. But with mutual understanding in the studio, you guys have to come to an agreement and split this share. Then you make it available for your publisher. So when I'm publishing your song, I know that, okay, there are 3 composers on this song. This one is getting 20%. That one is getting 20%. The other one is getting 10%. Or even all of them could get a split, equal split, right? But with the co-publishing, now the publishers take the song, and we are going to place the song. With that one, the artist and the publisher, we all work together. The artist is promoting the album, because if I don't, I've signed a 50-50 deal. If I don't promote the album, how do I make my money?
How do you make your money? That's right.
So now the publishers, we are going to front the song. We are going to place the song in places, not just try to send the song. We place it because we publishers have dealings. That's why RKMG is. We have affiliations with media houses, because when I go to a media house, I don't talk about give me a slot, 1 hour slot and I'm gone. I'm talking about a year slot. I'm talking about 2 years relationship, because I'm not just dealing with one artist. I bring a catalog of artists. So what I do really is to secure a long-term airtime, so that when my materials are ready, I can place them. So on my catalog, an artist can see, okay, I have these channels, these media houses where I'm going to promote your song, whilst the artist also works on building his fan base, collecting all his fan base together. And
that's why I was going to ask you that as a publisher, it's your interest to promote the song.
Yes.
Even though the artist is also doing his own promotion here and there, going about doing it, it is your interest as a publisher to promote the song, because it's part of your job. That's how you're going to make your percentage.
Artists have to equally promote the song, especially when it comes to budgeting, because it's all about budgeting. Because the publishers, we move with a budget. The artists also have to have a promotional budget, right? Most of the things that we've seen in the back ends is most of these artists finish it because the song is nice. They think they're going to sell, right? Some publishers normally do charge upfront fees because they know that the artist is not going to sell for them to make the money they put in, which that's a whole total different deal. So some publishers take front money and
that's right.
they publish their artists. So whatever the artist earns, that's more of administration. So it goes, the artist gets his own sales, but he's paid the publishers for whatever work they did, we did, you know, and we are going to turn in all the files, you know, when your songs are being played on the international media. There are continuous assessment sheets where we're able to tell your logins where your songs were placed, you know, and it's not just about radio and TV circulations. It's about placement like what? Featuring these songs and writings into TV series, movies, games, you understand, adverts, you understand, commercials. And that is where the real money is for us publishers, because when I'm able to get a song to feature into a Netflix series, that has a lot of rotation. So that's a lot of revenue to make there than just to put the song, to go on an interview at BBC or get a slot at BBC at 8 p.m. in the evening. That's just some chunk, little money, because it doesn't repeat itself. But a series, it keeps playing, and they have a lot of channels who are going to replay it. So the money, the patents keep coming, you know. So that's where we, the publishers, will look the more. Whilst the artists just look at their social media, try to share it to their fans, which, you know, the fans they get bombarded, you know, with a lot. Everybody's doing it. Everybody can just take their phone and send a song to somebody to listen. You understand? But not everybody can get a song synced into a television advert or a TV show. And that's what makes the difference. So you want to work with proper publishers. That's the problem Ghana has, because I've been doing some research. I don't want to mention names, because anytime you're mentioning names for examples in Ghana, it looks like you're trying to put somebody down. But our industry has that big problem. You know, we don't have publishers. We've not had good publishers. If you ask me, I know a bit about high life history, and I know some good high life artists have had good publishing across the world, you know, not in Ghana, but across the world. You know, when they go out there, they get international publishing, but not in Ghana, because we don't have publishers in Ghana. We used to have distributors, but they were analog. These distributors used to, like, Despite was a music distributor. Despite wasn't a publisher, but a music distributor. He went on to do production because he was funding some artists, like buying the rights and producing their music. So, but he had a distribution shop, a music distribution shop, where he was selling CDs and all that. You understand? So we have people like him. We have people like Precise Music, you know, also distributor. But from when our game, the whole music industry, turned to digital, we are not having some youth building up websites to distribute the music.
That's right.
I've heard of a couple of Ghanaians are fan of what the Boom Play and all that. They don't pay. Boom Play don't pay nothing to no artists. Neither is the other one. A couple of ones that the Ghanaian artists are focusing on, it's not paying. So it's like a waste.
So now you have registered as a publisher.
Yeah, I'm a composer. I've been a part of the PPL since 2013. So when I got into England, I had royalties waiting for me, because I published my songs. I published my first album 2015, second album 2017. You understand? So I had some change in my patent already, but I just saw it that, listen, if I could do this, I could get this, then I better do it for my whole industry, because most of my albums, you know, I don't sing on my albums. I'm a producer, so I feature artists on my my album. So basically, my album is a whole catalog already. And I'm putting these artists automatically. Every artist on my album is being logged into the system, but they are not in the system because they don't have a membership code, which they are supposed to, because they are not members of PPL or PRS.
That's right.
So if you record a song with me and I'm on a copyright body, I'm affiliated with a copyright body, and you are not affiliated, yes, you have some copyright coming, but you can't access it until you become a affiliate member of that society. Then they can claim for you. And there are other societies, because this membership, they call it ICP codes. You know, that code they give you, it's a universal code. Whether you get it from ASCAP from the state, or you get it from PPL or PRS.
No, you know what? I'll come to all of that. I asked that question because I want to also find out if artists are listening, young artists are listening, and they have songs and they want you to be their publisher.
Yeah.
You are a publisher now. That you are doing that right now, official.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where do they join you? On what social handles? What are the social handle names?
Yeah, first, you see, in publishing, there are other things, rules governing publishing. You know, I'm not just publishing just any artist. I would love to pick up any song, provided maybe I'm doing a project. I could collect singles from all over and make a compilation and publish it. But I'm looking at artists who can really deliver, because publishing is not about hype. Publishing is not about
definitely. If I say, I don't mean you, any artist coming on to you, then you have to work. You definitely have to.
That's what I'm saying. Publishing.
Done for years. So you have the experience.
That's what I'm going.
You have the eye to see who will be in the next future, what he can be, and all of that. You have the experience to that.
Exactly.
So definitely come to. You're going to scrutinize and make sure, okay, he has what it takes. She has what it takes to be on your team.
What it all takes is a lot of songs, because before you can make money from publishing, it's not about a single hit. It's about bigger catalogs, not just an album. You need albums. You need to. You just forget about the chart, and you just start creating to get a catalog as a musician. You know, you start building a catalog. So it's a different journey. Some artists just want to see, he puts one song on iTunes and nobody is buying, and it's like, I'm not interested, it's not pulling up, you know. That is not how it works. The research has proven that it's not about just recording one song and putting there. It's about putting a lot of songs. It's not even about promotion and all these things. Publishing goes to your favor according to how much product you got on the shelf. Because when your fans goes to iTunes and they put in your name, they want to shop a catalog because they have a credit card. And it's very awful to pull out your credit card on the system and just buy a 99 cents and just pull out your credit card. They want to shop enough of your songs. And now, like,
so it's your advantage.
Exactly. Like iTunes is doing, YouTube is doing, they do premium subscription, 3 months. You pay something and you can download a whole lot. You can explore the whole, catalog on their system. So everybody gets paid at the end of the day. So the way to win in publishing is not about, just have that one song. Yeah, if it's one song and the song is able to place well. But for the kind of industry in Ghana, what I see, I will be going in for artists who are writing more, because publishing, we publishers are more.
It's not about the intellectual property.
Intellectual property. We are about the writing. We are about the writing. We are about the composition, because maybe just the lyrics of the song could be used, not the song, just the minor script, the
many things, like you're saying earlier, yeah.
Could be used for something else. It could be reproduced, anything, you know, because
That's right.
that is our job to make the song move. You understand? So you're looking at the artist putting a lot of work into writing, looking for best writers. You understand? So publishing goes alongside with publishers and writers. If you see those companies, publishers and writers, probably they don't say publishers and singers. It's the writing. you get me?
So all right. Let's go into the digital world now.
Yeah.
You know, it's very confusing out there on the internet. I mean, it's very confusing. I mean, sometimes I even ask myself, so how are all these artists making money if every time you can just download the song, even though you are downloading with some credit, so your data is running, you are sending some money. I always ask myself that question.
With the free,
what are the measures that artists needs to take when it comes to putting your songs on the internet?
It's a level of discipline, you know. It's about education. Like I said, Facebook, it's a social media hub. Like that is like a showcase, a showroom for everybody to exhibit their product, right? You can exhibit your talent. I can exhibit my product if I'm doing a flower pot.
That's why on the wall it says, "What's on your mind?"
What's on your mind, right? But before where is the source of that product? The factory, the source. So for an artist, the studio is your source. From the studio, the song is being coded, which means the song is being licensed from the studio, given a UPC code. Then you publish the song into distribution. From publishing, you go to distribution, you give it out for distribution. So now your songs are on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon. Then now you take the Amazon link. Then now you can promote it on your social platforms. That is Twitter, Twitch, what you call it, Instagram, Facebook. These are our social handles. But you cannot just upload a song onto Facebook. You can't sell songs on Facebook. So anytime,
it's always better to share the link that takes the person right to your account.
Exactly, a sales link. A sales link.
That's right.
And YouTube, you know, this system, people, they keep learning for us. You see, they know a lot of people have been stealing people's works for years. So a place like YouTube, right? If you finish a song today and you put it on YouTube and title it, put the writer's name, like the composer's name and everything, automatically YouTube takes this title, like the artist's name, the creator, the song shade under the creators. Like I do a song, I'll take a Stonebwoy song from anywhere and I put it on YouTube as Stonebwoy. I posted the song as Stonebwoy, but because it's Stonebwoy, YouTube is going to take that name and place it under Stonebwoy's catalog, right? Then it will be written, YouTube will write to me that this material I'm using is I'm not allowed to use this material because it belongs to Stonebwoy. But maybe I have a dealing with Stonebwoy to own a 50% or a 20% or a 10%, like a DJ. You call it an artist and tell him, listen, I'm going to do a mixtape with your song. So give me a clearance to be able to use your song on my page. So when YouTube asks you for this document, there's a place called Query. You go there, then you send this document to them that, yes, I have rights. I have an authorization to use this material. You feel me?
That's right.
Authorization to use this material on your platform, and that is what it is. That is the right way, because without that, people were stealing people's material. You see somebody's video, some artists see it and they get pissed because he sees his video with 40,000 views on somebody's channel, and it's like, to do that, that is 40,000 views of yours gone to somebody you don't know.
You don't even have an idea.
That's what I'm saying. So the system keeps.
It all happens because you haven't licensed. You don't have a code.
License your work.
So do the same thing. It happens with both audio and video. Yeah.
Everything, because all are being created, even videos. You see some video editors take scenes from already shot scenes, but
That's right.
the video director don't know that the movie he took that scene from, it's been patented. So immediately you using that shot from that movie in your music video, you get flagged. So if you're registering a video like that, they ask you, is there any unauthorized materials in this work? You say yes. Where is it from? You can tell. When you go, you see the companies that own those patents, whoever it was sold to, whoever it was given to distribute. You see them, then you ask them for the permission to use it, or else it will be taken down. Now more than ever, they are doing that. If you ask these pirate bloggers in Ghana, their websites, the international, why are they not able to put international songs anymore? Because they take it down. If you put Drake's song, they will take it down on your website. They will flag it unless you don't share it, unless you just keep it in there and you don't try to share it to Facebook or anywhere. Wherever you put it, they will flag it down.
For real.
Because now the system is now working. Before in Africa they couldn't get, but now they are there. They can get all the, you know. So that is what we should educate the creator. You see, it starts from the creator. The Ghanaian artist have to see himself as a creator. He's creating something. The inferiority is there because already what he's singing, he knows that he was listening to Vice Cartel and that rhythm came. That is not creating, because you are mimicking some things. You see, the brain is that powerful that you could be singing somebody's song and you would think it is your song because you've sang it. It's rang in your head so many times. But when you get to the creative level, that you know that, like, as I say, I've been creating songs. Like 2002, I wanted to register some songs. I took it to the Copyright Society, the copyright place in Accra. So when I came in with a hard drive. I told them I wanted to register my songs. They said, okay. And I said, my songs are special. I'm not registering it under any genre. I'm registering it under Asase. And they said, why do I think my songs are special and I want to register it under Asase? Some big man just came from the office and said, bring the tape, let's play these songs. So first track, they play the song. The kick is like, Rodney, this kick is not yours. This is from the Bee Gees. That's from the 90s. Play the next one. Listen. That one is not. It's from. You can't copyright. You cannot own this. You can. Your voice is yours, but the projections in the background are not yours.
That's right.
So I played one song that I created on a Sunday, and that beat I created when I was creating it, I said where it comes from. That's how I named the beat, because the beat was just coming. I wasn't listening to any rhythm in my head, and I programmed that beat. So when the man heard that song, he's like, Rodney, that is you there. This one is you, authentic. That you created this. You can register this. And that is the truth. You understand? We need to find our creative ability. You know, what we are doing. Sometimes when we are creating things, because people have not heard it before, we think it's not good. Because when people hear things they've never heard before, it's strange to their ears.
That's right.
You get me? But you have to be strong as a creator, you know, to defend.
What are the benefits? Yeah. If you go through all these things as an artist?
Yeah.
And what are the downfalls if you don't do it as well?
Oh, the downfalls lives with us up to now. That's why we have a population of poor musicians in Ghana, right? Because no musician has been able to brag about royalties and patent to us in our industry as an example for us to emulate, right? Even if they had, they've not been able to show us that, listen, we've been making this from, I think Osibisa is a Ghanaian band that became big in the UK. And I know with the structures in the UK, their patent is up intact. Right? Up until now, I'm at work and I hear Osibisa playing, I hear Lido do playing. You know, right. So I know that their patent is intact, right? But who else? The young artist, who is the icon? Is it Sarkodie? Listen, I could go to Amazon right now and show you a research that was doing, because I released an album 3 weeks ago for Ras Charmer. And after 3 weeks, this album is being ranked on Amazon bestseller, right? Which means it's been ranked as one of the best-selling albums. It's selling. Yeah, that's so right. From your selling on Amazon, you go into the best-selling. And I'm looking at the top. I wouldn't show you that. I'll just show you about Ras Charmers, but I wouldn't show you about the rest of the other artists because they would take it on the other part of things, you know. But yeah, anybody else watching can go and do their own research to see what these artists how they are doing on the digital platforms.
Yeah, that's right.
So this is Ras Charmer's hit Magic. Yeah, it was released on the 15th of June.
That's right.
And on the 15th of June now, it's been ranked Amazon bestseller 27,821 in albums, right? And in Latin albums, it is 177 in Latin albums. And in world albums, it's 647. Reggae albums, it is 457, right? So these numbers are not being controlled by men and people who have interest in personal people. This is your hard
who are biased in any way.
Understand? It's called algorithm, you know. So this is when you're selling. I can click your best sellers. Who are the best Ghanaian musicians selling their new albums, and we could check it, and none of them are being ranked in the best selling. And even if they are being ranked, they are in the 100,000s. So when are they going to get to the top 100 best-selling albums around the world to push Ghana music there? But we need to take a step. Every journey begins with a step.
All right. So you have helped reach that status right now with Ras Charmer.
Exactly.
Charmer is on your
publishing. Yeah.
Right now.
Yes.
That's right. So you are part of the team that worked this out.
Exactly. It's RKMG basically taking care of all that digital. That side is my work majorly for Ras Charmer. So that's what we are doing. Getting this whole thing digitally active. Easy. So this is what I'm saying. This is not a challenge. It's something that we can all do. I know Ghanaian artists, we have the fans, we have everything to take up this. You see, Daddy? We have everything to take up this kind of mission. You see? So what we have to do now is to focus and educate, like have a workshop, right, where these artists are going to build that kind of interest, right, in making this work. Do you understand? Yeah. That is hold on. Good. I'm on
Wow. The movement is kind of slowing the thing. So that
you see starting everything is not easy. From the beginning, you think it's not encouraging because these Ghanaians, when they start selling, they want to see thousands of dollars before they see it's an investment, right? They want to see $1,000 first week, which is not good. It's called a revenue stream. Let me break this down. In every business you're doing, the first structure, after you have a business plan, you think about where is the revenue stream going to come from? Where are you going to make the money through, right? So that is what you're trying to create for your business. After you set up a shop, you put a desk and you put a place you put your money, isn't it? So everybody brings money to you and you put it in the drawer. The musician's money, how does it come? There is no revenue streaming for no Ghanaian artist. When he leaves this management, always cash in hand, cash in hand, cash in hand. When he leaves the management, there's no revenue stream. But in publishing, from you publish, you're going to have a revenue stream. I'm going to show you what a revenue stream is. I'm going to show you live on this show. I'm going to take them deeper because I've created a revenue stream for all the artists on my catalog. You understand? So every time, now and then, you check the stats of the artist, and you can tell how much each artist is making, and you advise them, you sit down with them in the workshop, you think about strategies to double these sales. You understand? So it becomes a journey, and this revenue stream don't ever stop. It is a forever and ever. People will come and inherit this revenue stream. You see? Okay, so this is what the revenue stream looks like. That's what it looks like. Yeah. So I'm going to right holders. I want to show you what I'm doing for the Ghanaian artists. I've been able to make them own their right. So you see Jokwe. Jokwe is Kombolo's junior brother. He released an album. I published it. Jokwe right there. That's Iwaka right there. That's Iles Nana right there. That's the single I did for Kwakese. That's Kukimani, right? So now you can see all of them. But I want to use myself as an example. So Rodney King. So I click on Rodney King. You look at stats, and you're going to see that's my revenue stream, right? So anybody you click on their name, any work that is gone, a revenue stream is going to come there. You see it?
That's right.
That's it. So this, it keeps growing. It don't have an end. You see that stream there, that revenue stream there, it don't have no end.
That is if you have code for your song.
When you have a code for your song, you'll be collecting. And from your, you have a nest of kin. The contract comes with somebody to inherit, because some songs wouldn't make a hit now. Maybe after 100 years.
That's right.
Something. Your song comes up that you compose this song and it's going with whatever is going on. That day, that song gets 1 million streams or 1 million downloads. That is your money right there. You get me? So
you know what? The time we don't have so much time. We have about 7 minutes to go.
Wow.
What I mean, like you're saying, before you sign on an artist to work with as a publisher,
yeah,
you work with somebody who has a lot of material.
Yeah, that's where the publisher has hope that some money is going to come, because the more material I have, I know I can generate some revenue out of that, because I'm always exploiting.
How about young up and coming artists who are very promising?
The young up and coming, the only promise I see in young and upcoming artists is their lyrics book, how many songs they are recording, and even him coming out not with a single at his first coming, albums, 3 albums for the start. Listen, Ghanaian artists have to stop moving like beggars. Record 3 albums before you move to the table to talk business. So before you go to Despite or before you go to Kofi Boat, you have 3 albums.
You are ready. You are ready.
Give me 20,000 Ghana cedi, make a rent room for myself and drop the album. That's how we talk business. We must start talking business and bust. I record single, help me put for radio. Then one single, we go pay DJ 1,000 Ghana cedi. It don't make sense. This is craziness. Our industry is going to die in poverty. Because I don't see why one single, I'm supposed to give a DJ 1,000 Ghana cedi to promote it whilst I'm not selling it.
That's right.
This is bad business. I'm not selling the song. One, the song is just on Facebook. Download free. Every Ghanaian song is for free download. He's paying DJs 500 Ghana, 1,000 Ghana, 500. So it'll be fame you they buy. And after the end of the day, those guys paying this money will get fed up with you. And you are going to insult them that they don't do nothing for you. And they are going to run away.
Yeah.
So that is what's
very much so happening to a lot of it's been happening between a lot of artists and management.
Have you ever heard that in the American music industry? No. All you hear is publishing. I can't release the song because they said I have to sign the document. I'm not allowed to release this song. Why? Up to now, Maze is fighting PDD of an old song because he needs to buy the right.
That's right. Before we go, like I said, we're running out of time. But before we go, what education can you give us on copyright in terms of using other people's rhythm? Like our youths love to use a lot of Jamaican rhythm already built, bust the rhythm on it, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
How does that work internationally?
All that works with publishers. Like Ghanaians, we don't have people working for us, right? Artists have to go look for his own job. There are nothing like agents, a place. You have to go look for your own shows. Same way publishing. If you are interested in any beat, go on YouTube or wherever you find the beat, send it to Rodney King. I know how to get you the clearance. I'll look for the producer of the rhythm or whoever is the distributor or the publisher of the rhythm and write to him that this is what my artist or an artist is doing with it. He wants a clearance. And if there is a clearance, some rhythms are exclusive, depending on the deals these guys sign. Because I can do a beat, I can do a rhythm for Black Santino, but it's an exclusive deal.
That's right.
I give it exclusive for Black Santino. So that kind of beat, if you can use it and Black Santino, it's you in trouble because it's an exclusive deal. You shouldn't have come to use it. But there are some limited deals that producers don't mind that another artist can go on this rhythm. So if it's a limited deal on the rhythm, then the artist will say, oh yeah, there are a couple of artists, so publish it and give me my fee.
So it's always better before you do something like that, you find out.
Yes, I did, and I did one on Ras Chalmers' album, his track 15. That rhythm, you can hear Vice Castel was on it. It's been made by Red Boom in Jamaica. The producers are called Red Boom. So I linked Red Boom, and I made them know that this is what we are doing, and they responded. And they were happy that I linked them for us to make that happen.
Yeah, shows respect, maturity, and professionality.
Exactly. But Ghanaians act like, oh, I'm more America. You mean to me from why? You're gonna go call them for America?
But if the song, that's when you find yourself wanting. If the song becomes a big hit,
I think Stonebwoy had that problem with a collaboration cover song they did in Ghana. One boy did a cover song and featured Stonebwoy, and they have that problem. They took the song off because covers now on covers you need a release sheet. You need to get. You cannot just go and sing a cover and release it.
You need permission.
You need permission to sing a cover because a lot of the cover guys are selling even more than the original songs now.
Rodney, the music business is interesting, but if you don't educate yourself, you will always be wanting.
I know.
What will you do? This is very interesting, but like I'm saying, the time is running so fast. What will you do to keep this informative information running? Do you have a site where you talk about these things, or anytime you come to Ghana, are you going to create a seminar or a workshop where you can talk about these things?
Daddy, because of technology, that's why I'm working with you, Daddy, now, because I'm trying to empower some platforms. That's why we set up RKMG.
That's right.
We are all part of this. We are going to help each other to do the right thing. I'll be campaigning on this every day. I do it for fun. I just love it. And career development has been part of me. That's my gospel. Developing music careers is like what I just love to do. You understand? So I'm not going to stop the campaign. I'm going to keep the campaign going on and on and on. And when I'm in Ghana, we are going to be doing workshops. I'm talking to a lot of artists from all over the world.
8 seconds remaining. What is a split sheet? What is a split sheet?
Split sheet, they mean the 50-50.
That's right. But enough respect. We'll do this again.
Yes, Daddy.
We'll do
Respect.
this again.
We should do it real soon. Respect, Daddy.
Well, well.